for discuss. Today I will discuss a new topic, that is Scratch. Okay, all of you. Today I will discuss a new topic, that is Scratch. Okay, that is actually a Scratch. And first of all, you need an account to work on the Scratch. What is a Scratch? So what I am talking about, that is a Scratch. Scratch. So it's an environment created by MIT. It's actually visual programming environment where we will create some animation, games, and fun things by implementing some programming logics, programming terms. So by creating some visualization, we will learn programming on a Scratch. So first of all, you have to create an account on a Scratch. As I will show you how to create an account on a Scratch. Now, what will you do? You don't need to do it now. Actually, you can also, but you can also. What you need to do actually, you have to go to this website, scratch.mit.edu. Okay, all of you, I will upload a recorded lecture, so no worries. If you miss something, don't worry. You will get each and every instructions there if you watch my recorded lecture. So scratch.mit.edu. Go to this website. Here you can create a Scratch account for you. Oh my god, it's taking time for me. It's fine. So basically, whenever you will open it, you will get these types of very nice interface. So if you have an account, you can sign in. I have already accounts. If you don't have account and you go there for the first time, you have to create a account. Okay. So your first job is join a Scratch. You will click on the join a Scratch. Join a Scratch. All of you, don't worry, you will get all of the instructions if I upload the recorded lecture. If you click on the join a Scratch, you will have option to give you create a new account. Then what will you do? You have to give a username. Like what can I give? Like Sakib access 20. Sakib access 20. Listen, whenever, okay, all of you, whenever you create an account, you have to give a username, you have to give a password, these types of things. Okay, you have to save it here in a text file. Try to save it so that you don't forget it. Okay, this is nothing special, like so that you don't forget it. Okay, so that you don't forget it, try to save it here. Create a username, give a username. So like listen, your username should be unique. Like I'm giving Sakib access 20. Then give a password. Like for example, I will actually delete this Sakib access 20. My password is also Sakib access 20. Password cannot match your username. Okay, they are giving some answer. Now what can I do? Like percentage sign, percentage Sakib access 20, or I have added 2% before this. Type my password again, click and type the password again. Percentage. So I am copying my password and username there. So always created notepad so that you can save your password and username, because you will need it later to access this account. Like my Scratch username is what? I will actually change it later. Sakib access 20. Password. Password is this one. I'm just saving it so that I don't forget it. Okay, just save it. That's how you should do it. Now I'm going to create it like next. You will get some option. This is very simple. You can do it. What country do you live in? like Bangladesh. Next, when are you born? Like you have to, like for example, I am giving some of your data. For example, you were born on, for example, 2000. Like give a month, like January. Next, like male, female, you can give male, female. What is your email? So you have to, all of you give your AW email address. Okay, all of you give your email, AW email address, but I have already an account for my AW email address. Let me check it again. Will it work? All of you try to give your AW email address, but I have already an account with my AW email address. I don't know, will it allow me to give it again? Okay, it's fine. They have allowed me. So see, now I have an Scratch account. Very simple. Just go to the Scratch account, Scratch website, then you can create it. So whenever, I hope, if you have any question, you can unmute and ask me. So creating an account, this is very simple for all of you. Okay, there is another thing. Whenever you create an account, you have to confirm your email. After creating the account, go to your email inbox. Go to your email inbox. They will send an email for the verification. Okay, like this one. No reply. You will get an email like this. No reply. Confirm your Scratch account. So you have to click on the confirm your access account. Sorry, key what Scratch account. So whenever you will confirm it, you will get these options. Okay, let's go. So whenever you are done, I hope you can see this is my account profile stuff. We'll see it later. So whenever you will create an account, it will look like this. All of you, did you get it? Do you have any question now? Okay, very.
Sir,
Yes.
what is the usage of Scratch account? Like how we should use, in what way, what's
Okay,
the
we will learn it. We will learn it.
benefit?
That's what
Yeah.
we will do it in this section. Okay, that's how you can create an account. This now you'll learn how to create some projects. Another thing. So what is a Scratch? So basically, a Scratch is an programming environment, actually for the visual programming, where we will learn the terms and topics of programming like condition, loop, variable. We will learn it in the C programming in the next semester. So we will, here in the Scratch also, we will implement all of this programming concept in a fun way. But our main target in the Scratch will be, it will develop our logical development. We will learn, if I give this, if I do this, what will happen? If I do this, what will happen? So I will ask me questions, what will happen, what will happen? So that's it. Actually, our main target of programming, any programming, is logical development. You will improve your logical development by asking question. What will happen if I do this? What will happen if I do this? So we will learn it actually. Basically, whenever you will do this, you will get it. So if you want to create a new project, you have to click on the create. Okay, it will take some time. Okay. There's some issue actually. If you don't have a very good internet, I don't know, it might create some issues actually. But in the initial state, whenever you create it for the first time, it takes time to create an account and to create the Scratch environment. It's coming. If you click on the create, it will take, in the initial state, it takes some time to start. Open it. In my area, my internet connection is horrible actually. They are giving me 15 Mbps, but ultimately they are giving me 1 or 2 maybe. Okay, see, this is very nice environment. I hope all of you can see the screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you? Okay, that's what your Scratch screen or interface will look like. We will learn actually what is this. Here, This is the, on the left side, you can see some option: motion, looks, sound, events, control, sensing, operator, and others. So here we have some blocks. Basically, what will you do? We will use these blocks to write our code. Very simple. You know, a Scratch is actually basically designed for the uh, kids, actually primary level students, designed for them actually. See, that's why it looks very interesting and interface is very nice actually. So what will you do? On the left side, we have some blocks. Okay, we will use this block. I will show you, to create a game or to create a project. And here, this is our code, code editor. The middle, here we will write our code. And on the right side, you can see a cat. Actually, there is not only cat, there's lots of sprite. This is called a sprite. This is called a sprite. A sprite. I will show you. We can actually use lots of uh, a sprite. So there's an option here. You can see this is the sprite library. If you click on it, there's lots of sprite. Not only cat, apple, bell, bear. We will learn it how to use it. So we will use a sprite. So what will you do? We will take or use this block and we will write it here, keep it here. We will write something and we will add one block after another block. Then we will try to create some project. This project, what it will do? It will run this sprite. According to your logic, according to your blocks, this will do the task. Okay, you'll run it, no worries. Okay, another thing, you can name it in the untitled. I'm just naming it like class test one. Test one. Okay, just press enter. It will be set. Okay, all of you see the definition. From the definition of the blocks, I will also show you how can we add some sound, how can we add some costumes, code. So if you click on the code here, you will write our code for our like a sprite. See, motion means, I hope from the name of this block you can understand that motion means it will do some movement, like it will move 10 steps, turn 10 degrees. Looks means, you know, from look you will get lots of blocks. Say hello, switch costume, switch backdrop, change size, change color. So on the sound, if you click on the sound, from the name you can understand that there will be some sound actually. If you want to add some sound in our project, we can use this sound option. Start sound, play sound. Events means actually we'll learn it. What is event? Event means there will be something, there will be something happen here if we use the event. Then control means there will be some condition. According to the condition, we will control our like logics, or you'll control our project. Sensing means something like that sense. Listen, that thing is that there's lots of options, hundreds of options, and try to explore all of this. We'll try to explore whatever we can, but there's lots of options. I will not be able to give you all the description, all of the options, but I will show you how to create some projects, games. We will create it, and you can actually explore it by yourself. You can do something by yourself. There's lots of fun things. It will give you fun actually. Okay, now let's start. Okay, I will first of all click on the event. I will just select. See, how can you select and put it here in the code blocks? The middle part of the program is this interface is the editor. Here you will write our code. What you will do, like I will select this one. When green flag clicked, my command is this one. Left click, select it, and drag it here. Okay. And if you want to remove it, just select and put it on the left side. It will be removed. I'm showing it again. Left click and drag it here. So this is my first command. When green flag clicked. Green flag means this one. There's actually lots of command. I will learn it. We will learn it. When green flag command, what will happen? What can I write? Okay, click on the motion. move 10 steps, select this. That means whenever you will easily understand from the command what will happen. Whenever I will click the flag, this will move 10 steps. Then like click on the sound. I want to add some sound, like a start sound, meow, meow. This is default sound. We can add some own sound. So I have written some code for my project. What is my code? Whenever I will click the green flag, this one, then it will move 10 steps and it will give a sound meow. Okay, if I run it, all of you, did you get a sound? Can you hear a sound?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
That's
But it's not moving 10 steps.
yeah, it's moved actually. 10 steps is very little, that's why you cannot understand. I am making it 100 steps. Okay, how can you change it? Just click on the 10, make it 100. Okay, again click on the green. So according to my command, what should it do? If I click on this green flag, it should move to 100 steps. Then it will sound meow. Can you see it has been moved? If you run it again,
yes,
Yeah.
sir.
so it's meowing actually. So did you get it?
Yes, sir.
That's how. So I
Yes,
hope
sir.
you can understand why it's moving, why it's getting sound, because you are the one who gave it the command. This is the programming. This is actually the logical development. This is the programming. You will give some command to your computer, and according to your command, it will do something. Okay, now I hope you got it. Like if you think that, what can you do? Actually, I don't know what should I do now. I just want to add something like, what can I do? What can I do? Like turn 15 degrees, you know, it will turn 15 degrees. Like it looks like this now. Turn means you'll turn actually. You can understand it if I run it. So you can see it has been turned 15 degrees. See, it's turning 15 degrees. Did you get it? So
Yes,
according to
sir.
your logic, you can actually set your logic. So if you think that I need this block, I need this block, I need this block, I will use this block. Okay. Then another thing, in the sprite option, there is something like direction. If you click on the direction, I hope you can set the direction of your sprite on the screen. I have set it again on the same size. So if you click on the direction, you can set it, you can set its size or direction. Okay, I will remove turn 15 degrees now. Select and remove it. Very simple. Now, like what can I do? Like click on the sensing. I want to know what sensing that is, where is looks. Okay, say hello. Say hello. So I have added it new things now. Whenever green flag will be clicked, it will move 100 steps and it will sound a meow. Then it will say hello. See, it's saying hello. I hope you can understand it. So instead of hello, you can write something like good morning and run it again. Green flag. It's saying good morning. So I hope you now got some idea what it will do actually. Okay, all of you.
Yes,
That's
sir.
how
Yes,
it will
sir.
work. Now we will try to create an interesting project. Okay. Okay, there is another thing actually. Like I have set the condition when green flag clicked. If I remove it, if I add another events, like when a space key pressed, then what will happen? I hope you can understand. If you click on the green flag, it will not work now because I have changed my condition. My condition is now when a space key is pressed. That means whenever you will press your space key on the keyboard, then it will work because I have changed my condition. Okay. I have now I did not click on this green flag. I have clicked on the space key on my keyboard. Okay, that's how you can set this logic. Okay, before going to the next project, I want to show you something like, okay, so like how can we actually develop our logical development? If I click sound again, start sound meow, start sound meow. So I hope you can see, if I run this one, it will move 100 steps. It should meow 3 times, isn't it? According to my condition, it should meow, meow, meow. But see what will happen if I run this. Did you hear meow 3 times or just 1 time? Once.
One time.
Sometimes
Once. So okay. Why? So there's something wrong here. So what should I do? So I'm thinking what might be wrong here. Okay. So I think that actually it should meow 3 times. So I'm thinking that why it's not meowing 3 times. What can I do? Actually, there is some other options. In the control, if you click on the control, there's a block here. Wait 1 second. Drag and put it after the first start sound meow. See, how can you put it here? See, whenever you drag it from here and don't put it, just keep clicking on your mouse. Don't leave it and drag it. Whenever you have the option for to put it, there will be some like gray option here. Then you can put it after this meow. Then again drag it, put it after this meow, the second meow. See, now I did some logical development here. I thought that why it was not meowing 3 times. Okay, it should meow 3 times. So I thought that if I give some rest here after printing or after meowing first time, if I give 1 second, then again meow, then wait 1 second, then again meow. See what will happen now. Why is it printing good morning also? But did you hear the 3 times meow now?
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But another thing is wrong here. Why it's showing good morning here? Stop. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. So that's the option here, stop. So whenever you want to stop your program, you have to click on this red button. But did you get it? So that's how you can improve your logical development. That's the actually programming. So I hope you can relate it. That's why in the like in USA actually, not only USA, now in all other countries they have started the Scratch. Also in Bangladesh also, they have started to teach this Scratch in the primary school level to the students. So that's how actually whenever you will work on it, it might look very simple, but ultimately you will improve your logical development. Okay, all of you, now I want to create an interesting project. Okay, I'm done. Listen, so I have a project now, test one. Whenever you run some, whenever you like create some projects, you will get it on the right side. If you click on your username, if you click on the my stuff, in the my stuff you will get all of your saved projects. Okay, then it test one. If you click on the C inside, it will again open it. So if you go to my stuff, you will get all of your projects. Okay, okay, all of you, now I want to show you something. File, like click on the file, click on the new. I want to create a new file. I want to rename it run. Okay, run. So I am going to, listen, I have written all of these codes for you on the key slide. I will upload the slide, don't worry. Okay, on the run, what can we do? Actually, I will show you some interesting things. Like, what did I do? Okay, forever mock steps. Okay, see, click on the control. I am selecting like not all control events. I'm selecting these events. When this clicked, okay, click on the. I will explain it. No worries. See, from the control option, you can use some conditional blocks, or you can use some control blocks. That is, like we already used wait 1 second. We know what does it mean. It will wait 1 second. So actually, this block, if you just see the block name, you will understand what will happen. Like it will repeat, it will see this repeat forever. These are the loop. Loop means it will do the same thing again and again. So I will select a forever loop here. Forever loop. This is a loop. See, inside there are some space in the block, in the forever block. That means you can add something here. So loop means it will do the same thing again and again according to your condition. You will get it. So I will just give some message, move 10 steps if on edge bounce. So click on the motion. Click on the motion. I am selecting move 10 steps. Then there's an option. Yeah, in the motion also, in the motion block, motion section, there's option if on edge bounce. That means this block means I will actually do something that it will run actually. Edge means this one. These are the edge, the boundary. Whenever it will go to the edge, it will bounce. Actually, we are doing it so that whenever it will go there, it will not lost. It will bounce and return back again. Okay, that's why if on edge bounce. Notice you'll understand these blocks actually. Set rotation style left right. What does it mean? So see, okay, another thing. Whatever I am doing, I am adding all of these things inside the forever block. I hope you can see it. I am adding all of our things inside the forever loop. Okay, this is a loop. If you write something inside the loop, it will do it again and again. But if you don't write it inside the loop, it will do the task for just only one time. Okay, you will understand it whenever I will run the program. And if I explain it again, you will get everything. It will be clear to you. So set rotation style left right means if whenever it will go to the edge, it will bounce first, then it will rotate actually. It will rotate, that means it looks like this. If it rotates, what will happen actually? Actually, you will see it will rotate and it will again return here. Now it will go from this side to this side, then it will rotate and come from this side to this side. That's why it's set rotation is to left right. No, don't worry, actually the things will be clear. Then wait 0.04 seconds. Click on the control. Click on the wait 1 second. Instead of 1, right, I want to write 0.04. 0.04. Okay, I just wrote something. What will happen when I will click the green flag? It will move, it will rotate, it will wait some things sometimes. If I run it, see what will happen. See, it's doing something now. Can you see it? It's moving, rotating.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, if I don't give set rotation style, if I don't give set rotation style, what will happen? Okay, I have to close it now. Stop. I have to run it again. Okay. It will not rotate in the. What will happen actually? It's not working perfectly. I hope you can see. It's bouncing. It's just bouncing. Whenever it touch the edge, it's bouncing. But whenever stop it. Whenever you will add rotation style, where is my rotation style? Then it will not bounce basically. Whenever you will touch the edge, it will directly rotate. Stop it, then run it again. Stop it, run it again. Oh, still now it's bouncing. Okay, let me check. Run it. It should not actually. See, there's hundreds of blocks. I don't know sometimes which block works perfectly. Basically, it was working first. Okay, I think I got it here. Okay, somehow our job is it will turn from this side to this side. I will fix it later, definitely. Okay, somehow it's moving, but it should work. Listen, there are some options like if you click on the arrow, there's don't rotate or all around. Why it's rotating all around? It should be left, right. Stop. Okay, let me reload it again. Run it again. Okay, somehow it's running. My job is to run it. Somehow it's running. Okay, I am telling you, I can listen. There's hundreds of blocks. Actually, you have to select or detect which block works. I don't know actually all of the blocks, functions, and other things. Okay, now I will show you something like there is another option, next costume. What is next costume? I will explain it later. Okay, that's how we have written some codes for this sprite. Okay, see, always here we are writing code for a sprite. Then also we can add some background to our project. All of you try to understand it. Also, by default there is no background here. You know, by default this is white background. There is no background by default, but we can add also some background in our codes. Where there is an option here, backdrops. Okay. Another thing, you can write code for the sprite, and also you can write code for the backdrops. So remember it carefully. Now, whenever you click on the sprite, then you can write your codes for the sprite. That whenever you will click on the backdrops, you can write codes for the backdrops. I will show it. Now click on the backdrop. See, there is no code here for the backdrop. But if you click on the sprite, you can see some code for the sprite. Now I will click on the backdrop. I will do something for my background. My first job is I will add some background to my codes. Like if you click on this option on the backdrop, you can add some new backdrop here. For example, see, backdrop means background actually. I will select this one first, blue sky. See, now I have some background on my project. I will add another background. Again, click here. I will add some galaxy. See, now I have two backdrops here. Okay, all of you. So that's how you can add backdrop or background in your project. So where you will get it, if you click on the backdrops here on the left side, you can see that how many backdrops you have added on your project. So by default, this is the by default one, white one, and we have two more, blue and galaxy. Also, you can delete some backdrops. Like I want to delete the white one. Just click on the delete option. Now I have only two that I have added. Now click on the code again. Code means now you'll see, don't mess with the sprite code with backdrop code. Be careful about it. Now I have clicked on the backdrops. That's why I will write my code for the backdrop. And for the backdrop, motion doesn't work. You'll get all of the things. Okay, now try to learn it. What I'm doing, I have given the actual description for you. Click on backdrops, add two backdrops. Now I will add some sound for my backdrops actually. What I will do, see, remember it, I am now working for my background or backdrop. All of you, are you here now? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
be careful about it. I am not now writing any code for the sprite. I am writing code for my backdrops or background. Okay, for the backdrops, now I will add some sound. Click on the sound. Like by default, we have a pop sound, delete it. Now click on this, click on this sound library. You can add some sound. What can I add? Like birthday and Boeing. So click on the search. I will add birthday. You can check it. Can you hear sound?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, whenever I will run it, you'll hit. So you can check it here. So I am adding birthday sound. Also, I will add another one. Click on this library. Going. The second one. So I have added two sound on my backdrop. Okay, now go to the code again. Click on the code. Now I will write some code for this background. Listen, I have written the code for you actually. So here, when green flag clicked, so I will give you actually to make some project here. You don't need to memorize or do something. Don't take pressure. Take it as a fun. You can create in many things by yourself. I will give you extra different project all of yourself. You can create your own project. Okay, all of you. I am now writing code for my background. This code will work for the background. When green flag clicked, again select a forever block. Click on the control forever. Then play sound birthday until done. Okay, now click on the sound. See, whenever I will click on the sound, I have some option play sound, bowing until done. So I have added two sound. One is bowing, another is birthday. So if you click on the arrow here in the bowing, you have option to select birthday also. So it will become play sound birthday until done. Add it here inside the forever block. Play sound birthday until done. Then what will you do? Then just wait 2 seconds. Wait means control. You'll get it in control. Add it. I will add 1 second, not 2 seconds. Wait 1 second. I will add wait 1 second here. Okay. Now, like then I will start a new sound. Click on the sound. Start sound bowing. This one I will add it after the wait. So if you actually just see the blocks here, you will understand what will happening. First of all, it will play sound. Wait 1 second. Then it play another sound. Very simple actually. Then switch backdrop to next backdrop. That means I will get it on looks. Switch backdrop to, instead of Galaxy, select it next backdrop. That means automatically edit here. There are two backdrops there. Automatically it will switch from one backdrop to another backdrop. Okay. Switch backdrop means it will just switch. We have two backdrops, Galaxy and another things. Okay. If you click on the sprite, we have some code for the sprite. These are the sprite codes we wrote here, and we also run it. If you click on the backdrop, there are some code for the backdrop. So don't mess it. Here you have to write different codes, one for backdrops, one for background. So you wrote some code for the background, you wrote some code for the for your sprite. Okay, if you run it now, what will happen? See. Okay. Did you hear the sound?
No, sir.
Oh my
No.
God, it was very nice
No,
actually.
sir.
Okay, don't worry, I will send you the slides. You can create it by yourself. But it is very nice. It's creating, oh, I don't know, you should hear the sound. I don't know, they are not adding sound actually. Okay, it's very nice, but I hope you can see it's moving. Actually, it is very nice. It's creating some sound. It's creating some birthday sound and other things. Very nice. So it's working. I hope you got it. So that's how you can change it. Very simple project. So what it's doing, it's changing the background, it's changing the sound and other things. Okay, all of you. Now there's a question. What is next costume? So I am now on the sprite, remember it, not on the backdrop. Okay, I am on the sprite now. Click on the sprite. See, if you click on the costume, there are three options: code, costume, and sound. If you click on the costume means picture, different pictures or different images of your sprite. See, for the cat, I have two pictures. One is like this, its leg position in this way. Another is like this, leg position in this way. One is like this, another is like this. So if you don't change costume, first of all, tell me, sorry, what will happen? This is the normal one. See, looks like that it's running, isn't it? Looks like that our cat is running. Just it's walking, it's running. It's walking or it's running. But ultimately it's not running. in deep, it's changing its costume. This costume, this costume, this costume, this costume. So whenever it changes very speed in a speed way, it looks like that it's running. So what will happen if I don't add this costume here? See what will happen now. Can you see it? It's not, it looks like that now. It's not running. Looks like that it's gliding. Did you get it? Because here, if you don't change the costume, it will only have just one image, like only one image, this one. That's, but if you add the costume here, where is costume? Looks, next costume. If you add the costume here, now it will look like this is running. So ultimately, it's not running, actually, it's changing the costume. This to this, this to this. Whenever you add this, actually, ultimately, whenever you add one image after another image in a very speed way, it looks like that it's changing or it's running or it's walking. But ultimately, in deep, it's changing its images, it's changing its costumes. That's how our video actually works. Whenever we create some video on our mobile or camera, actually video is not nothing special. Video is millions of images. Whenever you create some video, actually that's millions of images in different state. Whenever we add all of this in a single frame, looks like that it's moving. That's why it looks like this. Okay, did you get some idea about what is next costume? If you can get it, that's good. But if you don't give the next costume, it will not move, it will not run. So ultimately, costume means there are different images of the of your sprite, and next costume means it will change from this image to this image. Whenever you will add next costume, it will look like this. It's walking. Okay, all of you, did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's the actually very interesting thing of our Scratch. Now your job is actually, so in my slide, all of you, I have added another game, Star Hunter. I will not show it here now. This is very interesting game. Okay, you have to add multiple. Okay, I will show it in the next class, no worries. Now your job is, there is another game actually project here, you can add it by yourself. But if it is possible, try to do Star Hunter by yourself. But here you have to add a new sprite. I will show it, but I hope you are smart enough, you can do it by yourself. But don't worry, I will upload the slides. If you can do it, that's good, but I will also show it in the next class. And your job is now, whenever you will open it, you can create actually many things by yourself. That's the option here, tutorial. In the tutorial, actually, I hope you can see there's lots of projects. Actually, there are projects created by them, like games, stories, music, art, animation project. So your job is open any project and like try to explore it by yourself. Like if you click on the music or animation, okay, fine, make it fly. So you can explore it by yourself. Actually, tutorial options. Oh, sorry, it's not opening. So your job is like create a story. Okay, I am creating on a story. They will give this option actually. It's taking time to load. They will give the option actually. What should you do? Before that, they are supposed to add some.
Sir, is it already created?
It's already created, but there should be some code also. Okay, all of you, I am telling you that explore this by yourself. There is already some created projects for you, and I will upload the slide. In the slide, you will get another project. You can also, if you cannot explore the website, that's fine. Just you can create this game by yourself, Star Hunter. This is very interesting game. If you can click, there's all of the options there. You can do it by yourself. Okay, try to explore it. In the next, tomorrow we have another class, and after this Express section, I will give you to create some interesting